Krista Hartmann with RE/MAX results here at Parkway West High School in West County, where we're going to be discussing how today's students can plan ahead to become tomorrow's homeowners. Let's go inside. We are now inside Parkway West High School with business educator Emanuel Young. Thank you so much for having us today.
Well, thank you for coming.
Well, it's going to be so exciting to hear what you have to say. And first question I have for you is, what are the graduation requirements for high school seniors regarding personal finance?
Yeah, great question. So Missouri is actually one of 17 states that has mandated personal finance as a graduation requirement. Here at Parkway, we give students a head start by offering personal finance courses in the sophomore year.
Sophomores, okay. That's great, because then they can get a head start and kind of be thinking about things rather than just senior year and off they go, right? So what are some of the topics you cover in the personal finance course?
Yeah, we have 6 instructional units here at Parkway West High School. We start off with financial planning. We talk about budgeting, banking, credit, investing, and we wrap up with insurance and taxes.
Okay, lots of good information.
Yeah, I think students come in with a variety of readiness levels, if you will. Some students are already having these conversations at home. Other students have been exposed to personal finance curriculum through organizations such as JA or the Scouts. But regardless of where a student comes in, they're able to either add to their knowledge or expand upon their understanding.
What can you tell the parents to work on at home, or how can you work together to get these items and instill them in the children?
Yeah. One of the things that I would tell parents is the same thing that I do at open house. I can teach your son or daughter how to budget. I can teach you the difference between an IRA and a Roth IRA, but the one thing that I can't teach in the classroom are family values. These are things that are instilled and shared at home. So if students and parents are having conversations at home about money, that's the best first step.
Okay. Great advice. Now, you know, it's a rough world out there, and I know these students are going to face a lot of challenges, but financially speaking, what do you think is the biggest challenge these students are going to face?
Without a doubt, student loan debt. The last statistic I read said that student loan debt has actually surpassed credit card debt.
Wow.
Yeah, looking at it from a national standpoint, 67% of college graduates have taken out student loans, and in the state of Missouri, the average student has about $27,000 in student loan debt.
Wow, that's a lot of money. And that's going to affect their decisions and their abilities financially in the future, such as buying a home. So what can you say to students regarding preparing ahead of time and maybe working to not have so much debt? What can they do ahead of time to help that?
Yeah, one of the things I would say to a student is if they aren't quite sure what they want to do in life, one thing they may want to consider is the A+ program, which is a great benefit to all students here in Missouri. They have to meet a set number of criteria and goals, and they can be eligible for free college tuition or significantly reduced tuition at a lot of 2-year colleges and even some state and private colleges.
Okay, definitely a good suggestion. And then also, when they get out of college, what are some things that you would recommend so that they can get rid of that debt as soon as possible so it doesn't affect them as much?
I actually think that process starts while a student is in college. If a student overpays for a particular semester, they're issued a refund check. So the key is to take that refund check and apply it to the loan rather than taking it and going on vacation.
Ah, yes.
Once a student graduates, the best thing that they could do is to pay more than just the stated monthly payment for their financial obligation.
Yeah, and we actually say that, you know, after someone buys a house, that if you make one extra payment a year, that's going to cut about 7 years off your loan. So that, I mean, you can imagine then how much that would make a difference in a student loan as well. So yeah, lots of great information. And like we said, today's students are tomorrow's homeowners, and it's important for them and us as a community and as parents to really begin that conversation with them. So thank you so much for all the information you've shared. And before we go, I do want to mention that I do provide a scholarship to one high school senior here in the St. Louis area. You can go to my website at KristaHartmannHome.com and check out the information. The deadline's coming up pretty soon, so you'll want to get right on that. And again, thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
That was a great interview. Thank you so much for watching. Now back to you in the studio.